an antique scimitar, baby ointment, my mother's garters. That's called Defying Expectation, and it's the theme of our live show tonight. Hello from WBEZ Chicago. I'm Ira Glass. So, I've been thinking about a show about the way we do it over the radio, and we decided to take the show live to you tonight. The theme of our episode is identities, secret identities, multiple identities, changing identities, identities. And on that note, I thought it may be fun to catch up with some people I knew from growing up, to see how they've changed, how they're different, how they're the same. They're the subjects of the small stories of profundity of existence that is the focus of our show. They'll be telling their stories, and I'll be providing the commentary and effects that have made our little show so very popular. First up, we have an old friend of mine, Arnold. Come on out, buddy.
Hi there, Ira. Thanks for having me.
All right, that's enough. Now, Arnold was just a small boy, and living in a slightly less normal world, as we all feel sometimes. He grew up down the road from me, he had a white picket fence, happy family, the whole shebang, but after his father died, he went back for spring cleaning, and he found something that couldn't be just dust busted away.
I had a pretty normal childhood. My parents both worked union jobs. They seemed so normal to me. I would say I had a good relationship with my father.
A horseshoe, a hand grenade, a father's love. Arnold thought he knew the man he once called Papa.
I never called him that, but I did. Well, anyway, after my father died, I went through his house for spring cleaning.
And picture, like one of those 1960s cleaning commercials. We've all seen them before, with the big hair and, the politeness and the thin veil over their alcoholic monotony of their existence. And everything seems okay, but there's something off. They're cleaning, everything's normal, but when they spill something, what you once thought was just a simple mess, it's actually blood.
So, I was going through my father's stuff for spring cleaning, and I found a letter.
A, B, C, then Norwegian O with a line through it. All letters, but not the kind Arnold found.
And the letter was from this man, and it turns out that not only was my father a soldier, which I knew, he also gave this guy his unit a loan.
And so, Arnold sought out the man whose dreams were funded by his war criminal father.
My father wasn't a war criminal.
Keep going, Arnold.
And so it turns out this man was dead, but the loan allowed him to turn his life around because his family was able to use the money to pay off a medical bill and then become successful. I met his kids. They were very thankful. It was nice.
And so we see how a man whose bloodlust, whose pure desire to kill was perhaps matched only by the likes of Pol Pot or the Serbian dictator Slobodan Milosevic, can also give back.
My father wasn't a dictator. He never killed anyone. He didn't even fight in a war.
A banknote, a photograph, the killing fields of Cambodia or Sarajevo. Arnold may never be able to forgive his father's psychopathy, but he learned that we all aren't just one thing.
What? Stop it.
I think it's time for you to go, Arnold. Arnold was 53 when he was found dead in This American Life's green room. This podcast was recorded when he was still living. We'll be back momentarily after a message of our sponsor with Act 2 of This American Life. Stay with us.